Women are naturally not attracted to weak men. Look, let's get real for a second. You're struggling to attract the right partner in your life, or you find yourself stuck in relationships that drain you. That's the truth you need to hear. Women are not designed for weak men. And if you're weak in certain areas, it's not about being too hard to please. You're misaligned. Let me explain. Don't get it twisted. I'm not talking about physical strength or some kind of alpha BS or red pill nonsense. I mean is the weakness you're currently witnessing is way deeper than that. Women are wired to feel security, strength, and emotional stability. And that's why I believe a lot of times the narrative that's been pushed on emotional vulnerability simply doesn't help men understand how women actually work. We've seen countless times how some of the things women say and what they actually do are two completely different things. Why is that? It's because your vulnerability comes at the expense of their security. And I don't think there's anyone that wants to jeopardize that as a woman. They cannot be stronger for you, in other words. They can be there for you, they can support you, but fix you, that's your mom's job. And even she wasn't, and even her didn't do it. She didn't do it herself. So you need to understand that women need to protect themselves as much as they want to help you. And that is because they're pre-wired to do so. And rightly, and so should they. Because if they don't protect them, like, think about it this way, they're hiring you as a security guard. And as a security guard, you're showing them that you can't protect them. Why the hell would they hire you? What, because you're nice? Are you kidding me? Come on, think about it. If they're hiring you as the guy that's supposed to protect them from this world, the guy that is going to replace their need to secure themselves, they're replacing you with whatever mechanism they've utilized to protect themselves. Now, if you for a hot second show them any sort of weakness, how do you think that's going to go? How do you think that interview is going to go? Because that's what happens. They need security. So if you can't give them that security, they'll just go and find it somewhere else. So even though they may say to your face, oh, you know what, I can, you know what, we're in an equal world and I'm going to be there for you. Guess what happens? They will find Chad, Tyrone, you name it, or the guy that can give them security because he's securing himself. And it hurts me to say this because I was both. I was the weak guy, then I became the secure guy, and I'm telling you, being secure gives you a lot more options. Women are naturally attracted to a man who has his emotional state in order. What do I mean by that? He doesn't react, right? He reflects, he can respond, he's aware of his emotions. He can sense, okay, I'm angry, I'm not gonna respond to that. Now, those are mature women. Women that are not as mature are attracted to men who display or are able to display their strong emotions. Why is that? It all goes back to security. Now, a sophisticated woman will notice that actually a guy just reacting to things isn't the best way for him to handle things. In order for her to feel secure, she will need to see that he has a handle on those emotions. A younger girl will see that this guy can protect himself. And that's all she needs. But if you're neither of those, you're invisible. They don't see you. Why don't they see you? Because you failed to show them that you can give them any sort of security. And this is not financially, because yes, some women do want that financial security because they didn't have that growing up, or it's just a prerequisite, it was just a standard that they have. But the reality of the matter is, as a man, you've got to understand that you've got to build your emotional backbone. It's something that as a man you must have. You can be You can tell me whatever you want to tell me, even if it comes to promotions. I've been overlooked when it came to promotions, right? I've put in all the work. You see, hard work without emotional backbone will have you being used. Because you don't know how to stand up for yourself. So forget women for now. Let's just forget it for a hot second. You're trying to get a promotion. You're going to have to fight for that promotion because you've accepted to a specific salary that you've been giving you. They're not going to come and say, oh, by the way, you've been working so hard that we feel like we want to give you a promotion. Now, it sounds nice, but that's not what actually happens. The question is actually, why should we give you a promotion? And they know exactly why they should, because they can see your work ethic, and that's potentially why they give it to you anyway. But really and truly, until you're able to have that conversation, you're going to struggle. And do you know what? Women actually appreciate someone that's secure, because what that means to them is that this guy is going to be able to go out there and hunt. If you're insecure, if you're shy, if you're timid, how the hell are they supposed to hire you as a bodyguard? Ask yourself this. Would you hire yourself as a bodyguard? So why should she? I'm not talking about being tough or assertive. You can be the quietest, you can be as quiet as a mouse, but still have the ability to stand up for yourself. As a man, the inability to stand up for yourself is a skill that will finish you in this world. I repeat, the inability of being able to stand up for yourself will finish you in this world. And I'm not saying this because as a man that's looking down on you, saying, hey, hi, you, why don't you have a backbone? I didn't have one. I was overlooked, I was invisible, I lost more opportunities than I can count. I was a coward, I deal with anxiety, right? But I said to myself, if I don't get over this, I'm done. If I can't take a punch, I'm screwed. If I keep chasing my own tail, there's nothing for me in this world. Because you see, as a man, the truth of the matter is that we have to earn our stripes. Is it nice? Is it great? No. But once you understand the rules, you either play by them or just carry on complaining that it doesn't go your way. But I kid you not, the best way for you to overcome life's challenges is by building an emotional fortitude, which is going to be able to be translated in all areas of life, which takes me back to understanding how to build that stability a woman's really looking for. Women don't want to babysit your emotions, and this is why for some guys, once you're not able to actually communicate how you feel, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're asking you to be vulnerable, by the way, because that's not what they're asking for. But in our head, that's what we think. It's actually, oh, this is my situation. This is how I feel, but this is how I want to deal with it. Is the ability to control your inner space with authority, order, and clarity. You don't need to be this, I'm kind friend. That's not what they're asking you. They don't want that either. So when someone's asking you to open up. But open up in a bold way. And say, yeah, this is what I'm feeling. Right? And I think if more men were to do that, we would stop suffering as much as we are. I promise you, the moment I was able to be vulnerable, transparent, without needing to break my frame, I was able to free myself up. And don't get me wrong, there's times where you're gonna need to be honest and say, bro, this is breaking me. Right? This is really doing me in. And that's cool. Right? Probably not in front of the woman that you need to secure. Same way you probably wouldn't do it in front of your kids because you want your kids to know that you're strong. But at the same time, you want to show them how to navigate those emotions. And navigating those emotions, as much as it's hard, this is not easy stuff. This is going to be hard stuff. This takes training, it takes reps, and it takes you confronting yourself and being real with yourself, right? But same way you want to show your kids, right? You want to show your kids how to handle life. You want to show them how to handle their emotions. I wish someone told me that. You see, to this day, as much as I love my dad, We had a conversation the other day, and he was like, I don't get stressed. I'm like, what do you mean you don't get stressed? What does that actually mean? Like, how does that feel? How do you not get stressed? I don't get stressed. And I'm like, okay. Well, I get stressed, so I can't come to you for advice then, right? And that's what our older generation done. They don't acknowledge negative emotion. They want to sort of keep positive. And if the problem with that is it's not practical in today's world. I mean, I don't think it's practical for them either, because I think there's some emotion that I actually need to deal with. But in today's world, you need to learn how to navigate them. This is how I'm feeling, and this is how I'm going to handle it. Or this is how I'm feeling, this is how I handle it, right? So that's that whole essence of not being weak because you refuse to learn how to deal with your emotions. Let me tell you when you're weak. You're weak when you can't handle tough conversations. You're weak when you can't handle tough situations. You're weak when you let emotions drive your decision. Yes, even when you're angry. Oh, yes, who are you talking to? No, I've lost it now. I'm going red. Are you mad? You think that's tough? Try that in the jiu-jitsu match. See what happens to you. Try that in a fight with a professional fighter. See what happens to you. No, I'm mad. That's weak. Learn how to handle your emotions. Your emotions should never drive any sort of decision you're making, except for the genuine ones where you're kind of still in control because you're not reacting, you're still responding by showing love. It doesn't have to be, oh, do you approve of me? It could be simply be, oh, look at my car, look at me, I'm this guy that's got all these accolades. That's you seeking for validation. That's weak. Women sense that, they don't rate it, and they put you in the back burner. So these are all things that no one shows up, because the problem is we don't understand the power of being secure in yourself. And this is exactly why these videos like these need to be pushed. Which leads me to my next point. If you haven't subscribed yet, if you're part of the 90, it's reduced because it used to be like 96. It's now gone down to 93, 92. If you're part of the 92 that keeps coming back to this channel and hasn't subscribed, come on. We need this channel to grow, because if I don't fix the market, I don't know who is. I'm looking at these videos. I'm genuinely studying the dating market, and I promise you, there's no one out there that's actually giving you the full load. There's some that are saying be red pill. There's some that are saying be a high value man. Then there's some that are saying, oh, just have social skills. And there's some that are saying, oh, stop caring about what they think. And that's all great. But how do you actually get into a space where you can attract them without losing who you truly are? Because that's what it's about. We've got one life to live. I can't pretend to be someone that I care. You learn how to manage your emotions. So as you can see, this is what I talk about, right? We're gonna move into self-sabotage. You see, when you lack discipline and clarity, you consistently fall short when it counts. You see, I've done it, and it feels easy to blame it on women. When you lack control over yourself, you're not only weak, but you're gonna carry on failing until you learn how to change your narrative. You see, some of us settle for mediocrity because deep down, we've been told this lie that we're not good enough. We've been told this lie that maybe that's all we deserve. And when women can sense that, because of their hypergamy nature, you're always going to be an option. Always. They might not tell you that, but I'm here to tell you, bro to bro, brother to brother, oh, you're an option. Oh yeah, you're an option. Oh, it's like, might as well carry a banner on your head saying, guys, I'm an option. Why? Because the lack of clarity, the lack of desire of wanting more, it's like, look at yourself back in the day, right? You're this guy who's gone for a hunt, and while the peers have gone to hunt some big bulls, you've gone ahead and hunted some rats. because that's what you deserve, and you expect her to be okay with it. I don't know if I'm making sense, but if they can do it, then why can't you? And this is not to say that everyone should strive to be a billionaire or millionaire, no. Because some people want that, some people don't. But you should strive to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve to the best of your ability. And there's nothing wrong with that. Whether that's because for some people, it could be financial freedom, some people it's location freedom, some people it's time freedom, right? Whatever it is, you've got to pursue something though. Whether it's, I just want my children to have a better childhood than I did, right? You need to pursue something to the best of your ability. And as you do that, you're going to attract the woman that aligns with that. But you need to look for something. You need to strive for something. If you're just idle, if you just stay still, then you're probably not. I can't help you, by the way, because I don't like working with people that don't want to self-improve. But more than anything, I don't think a lot of women do either. But if you do find that one odd woman that wants to be just as lazy as you are, hey, lock in. Because most women out there, they want to make sure they get the best they can do. That's why they end up, that's why 80% of the dating market it's almost invisible, because the woman's focused on the 20% of the men that are actually striving for something. So, hope that helps. Women want strength, and strength doesn't mean control. Now, this is such a powerful one because a lot of us think we need to announce ourselves. Hey, I'm an alpha male. Hey, look at me, I'm a man. They will see that for themselves and they'll make that decision. But the moment you announce it, you'll probably know. Women though, don't confuse this for the fact that women want to control everything. They want to be with someone that decides to be with them. They want to be with someone that has the ability to choose. They want to be with someone that isn't forced into a situation because he has no other choice, but he's actually there because he decides to be there. Because what that tells them is that you value them. When she now knows that she's the best option that you can provide for her, you lose all sorts of leverage, because she now knows that if you go, you may be stuck with a 404, like they say in the US. You know what I'm saying? Come on. My US people, man, I'm there. Come on. I'm joking. Right, so my point here is become a man of option, strive for something, build strength that allows you to create a frame that creates the stability and security that she needs in order for her to drop her guard. She can only drop her guard when she senses that she's with a man. And why is she with a man? It's because this man is striving for something. This man is responsible for his future. This man is in charge of what he's doing. Okay? So, if you're watching this and thinking, I want to be the man she's attracted to, the man she respects, the man that she can rely on, you're in the right place. Because the first step to stop looking outward is giving up the idea of validation. You have to look inward. Fix your internal weaknesses. Whether that's oh, please don't be jealous. That's pathetic. Stop checking her phone. And this is, I've checked my ex's phone. But there's something so powerful about strength. And that is, I don't care. I don't care. The ability not to give a shit. Like, you just don't care. I don't. Right? And the ability to project that freely not only sets you free from some of the crap and nonsense that's going out there, but allows her to feel like, wow, I better behave, because this boy, he's a man of options. He's a guy that, if I know I want him like this, I know there's a queue, a bag of them that want him just like this. But that comes from you not caring. I don't care. So here's the takeaway. Women are not designed for weak men because weaknesses don't create trust. Weaknesses don't create security. And at the end of the day, the whole point of a security, the whole point of a relationship, the whole point of the marriage is not just emotional security, but a commitment into a long-term agreement. And if they don't feel secure in that, then why would they commit to it? The stronger you are inside, the more women will be attracted to you naturally and gravitate towards you. So if you're keen on understanding how to build that one-to-one, if you're keen on understanding this on a one-to-one basis, and learn how to build that emotional backbone that I had to build, then I've got 4, maybe by this time of the day, I'm not so sure. Actually, no. Yeah, I've got 4 slots available because so I've got 4 slots available because I'm doing this by myself. I'm doing this on a one-to-one basis with you on top of everything else I'm doing. So this is a 12-week process where I'm going to take you from your insecurities to a secure, confident man that can attract his desired partner and build better relationship because you understand female nature. Now that's going to happen. I'm going to work on the outfits you're wearing. I'm going to work on your posture. I'm going to work on your everything from A. I'm taking you from A to Z, right? Now, if this video's really spoken to you, definitely leave it in the comments. Let's hear it. And guys, I'm rooting for you as always. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.